Although techniques are important for manifestation, it is actually our state that has the most impact. While this may seem obvious, some people may still be confused, so I aim to clear up any confusion and help you reach your full potential. Our state refers to our inner emotional and mental state, which plays a crucial role in the manifestation process. By changing our state, we can change our thoughts and feelings, and ultimately, this is reflected in our physical world. Techniques are only tools to help us shift our state, but simply repeating affirmations without changing our state will not lead to successful manifestation. Our state determines which version of ourselves exists in the present moment and on which timeline we are situated. Therefore, to manifest our desires, we must embody the feeling of having already achieved them, which can shift our state and bring our desired reality into fruition. To ensure effective execution of our techniques, it is essential to perform them correctly. The idea behind this is to not concentrate solely on the technique you are using, but rather to experience it as if it were a reality. Just as you are watching this video at present, you should feel your technique as a tangible experience. This involves visualizing your technique as a portal in space and time and fully immersing yourself in that experience. When affirming, refrain from doing so with the intention of making something happen. Instead, affirm what you already have as if it were a reality. This will result in experiencing the same level of realism and authenticity as when you declare that you are currently engaged in an activity to achieve your desire. To successfully achieve your goal, you need to start living in the end. This means that you should act and think like the person who has already achieved their objective. You must avoid focusing on the lack of your desire and instead think and act as if you already possess it. This requires conscious effort on your part, and you must ignore your current reality and only focus on the end result. You can question yourself if you would be thinking or doing what you are presently if you had already attained your goal. Use your imagination to visualize yourself having what you want and imagine how it feels, how you behave, and what you watch or listen to. However, be cautious not to turn living in the end into a technique, as this would be counterproductive. Living in the end implies that you know it is already done, just as if someone from the future came back and informed you that it had already happened. To bring your desire into your reality, you must shift your state of being. After successfully living in the end and acting as if you already have what you desire, a natural shift will occur. When you change your state, you become the person who already possesses the desire, which means that your thoughts and actions throughout the day will naturally align with having your desire without any effort on your part. As a result, your thoughts will become your default mode of thinking and will feel natural and effortless. You will no longer focus on the lack or feel the need to do any techniques to remind yourself of your desire. The feeling of knowingness that you experience will be similar to knowing your name or where you live. The term miracle is often used by those who lack faith to describe what is accomplished through faith. According to the law of assumption, faith is the foundation of what we desire, even when it is not yet visible. The idea that everything already exists is what inspires us to hope, and hope requires us to believe in the possibility of achieving our desires. Without this belief and expectation, the law of assumption cannot be effectively used. Essentially, his quote explains that faith and hope are essential components of manifestation, and that the law of assumption relies on the conviction that our desires are already within reach. In this context, the word evidence refers to a sign or proof of reality. Therefore, this quote suggests that having faith means being aware of the reality of what you assume. Believing in things that cannot be seen and perceiving the reality of the invisible are aspects of having faith. Without faith, one cannot believe in the existence of what they desire, and their consciousness will continuously reproduce their lack of faith, resulting in failure to utilize the law of assumption effectively. Faith has been a significant force in major religions and myths throughout history. However, the true meaning of faith is often misunderstood in modern times. Contrary to common belief, faith is not influenced by external factors, but is solely a product of one's consciousness. The Bible contains several statements about faith that many people are unaware of. To determine if you have successfully transitioned into a new state, it is crucial to observe the thoughts and words that arise from that state. For instance, if you are currently unemployed and your thoughts consistently focus on statements like, "I need employment," "I require money," or "I don't have a job," then you are not exhibiting faith. To bring about your desired outcome when you are unemployed, you must first claim a new state of being that aligns with what you want. If you want to be employed, for example, start by affirming, "I am employed." Once you have claimed the new state, let your thoughts flow naturally without forcing them. If you don't get an immediate thought that aligns with the new state, keep repeating it to yourself while feeling its truth until you do. It's important to hold on to this new state and not just think about it once and forget it. Don't worry about the details of how or when the desired outcome will manifest, just focus on the end result. If you consistently think from a state of abundance, eventually you will know that you are abundant. If you find yourself in debt, the solution is to visualize yourself being free of debt. Assume the feeling of all your bills being paid off and allow your imagination to make it a reality. Think about what you would see, hear, and feel if the situation were already true. These inquiries can help you adopt the state of being free from debt, but it's essential not to force anything while assuming the state. Start by assuming a state that surpasses your current thoughts, and thoughts will naturally follow from that state. Once you effectively adopt a state greater than your current thoughts, those thoughts will evolve into a conviction that surpasses your unease. Eventually, you will forget about the anxiety since you know it's trivial in comparison. The assumption will materialize, and you will realize that it was meant to be.